Welcome, friends. Today's video is going to be a walking and toning workout. I've got two sets of weights with me today. I'm using 2 pounds and 5 pounds. I want something light when we're doing our cardio march, but I want to do something a little bit heavier when we stop and do our toning intervals. Now, if you have something lighter, like 3 pounds or less, I would say you can just use one pair of weights and you can use that the whole time. The other option is to just set the weights down when we do our marching cardio portion. Okay, so both choices available to you. Just do what feels right. All right, we're going to start off with a warm up. I'm not going to use any weights for this. Nice, easy march here to start off with. And we're going to breathe in and breathe out. And by the way, if you want to put on some fun music while we do this and even just tune out my voice, perfectly okay with me. I won't know the difference anyway. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. And then roll your shoulders. Nice big circles. We want the shoulders nice and warmed up because we're going to tone, not just walk. And other way. And then maybe take those shoulders up and down. See how close you can get to your ears. Nice big movement. Lift and lower. And then back to those stretches up and down. Okay, we're almost to our first interval. So I'm going to get ready to pick up my light weight right here. And for this, like I said, I'm just using 2 pounds. So the most I would recommend when you're doing any kind of cardio and you want to do weights together is 3 pounds. You're just using the weights to kind of elevate your heart rate a little bit there. Okay, and the more you use the arms and pump, the more your heart rate's going to come up. Same thing with the feet. Okay, so practice trying to really pick up your feet off the ground. It's another good way to practice not tripping. So if you notice, most of the times when we trip, it's because we're not picking up our feet. Okay, we've just got about 10 seconds here. And our first toning interval is going to be with bicep curls. Okay, so we're just going to do a simple curl up and down. And go ahead, switch weights if you're using something heavier here. And we're going to keep the feet still, bicep curls up and down, up and down. Okay, the trick with weights is to use control and good form. So even if you're not using any weights here at all in today's workout, move as if you were holding weights. Okay, so use your imagination, pretend you had 5 or 8 or 10 pound weights in each hand, and move with intention, engaging the muscle. Okay, keep going nice and slow. We've got about 20 seconds left here. Up, squeeze, and lower. Up, squeeze, and down. Down. I think we can get one more curl out of this. Up and down. Okay, back to our cardio march. Okay, we're going to keep this low impact for our viewers today. But if you want to go a little more high intensity with those cardio marches, you could take this and do a super light jog. You can keep toes on the ground, pump your heels as fast as you can go, or you can come into a full double time march here if you want. Okay, so totally up to you. It's your workout today. Okay, we're about 20 seconds away from our next toning interval. We're going to take hands at the shoulders for this and do a little shoulder press. Okay, get ready to switch those weights if you are using 2 sets today, or if you set them down for our cardio. We're going to keep those feet still and do a slow press up and down, up and down, up, down. Okay, and I don't know how heavy your weights are today, but if you went a little heavier and some of these get to be a little bit too intense, there's nothing wrong with stopping and taking a little break. Okay, so I would rather have you do just a few and do them with really good form and get the benefit out of them than to start getting sloppy with them. Okay, because then we lose the benefit, but we also risk injury. We got about 10 seconds here. I think we can get two more presses. And we're going back to our cardio interval. Okay, back to our march or our little jog, up to you. I'm feeling good today and it's a nice day, so I'm going to do a little jog with this. Okay, remember, if you are using weights with your cardio portion, keep them close to your body. We don't want to do any wild swinging while we have weights. Okay, and heads up for the next toning interval that's coming up. We're just going to combine the two exercises we just did. So we're going to do a bicep curl going right into an overhead press. Okay, we've got 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got our curl and press. Up, press, lower, down. Up and down. Up, down. Okay, we're halfway through. Stay strong. Up, down, up, down. Just one more here. Up, up, down, down. And back to our cardio. Okay, march or jog, totally up to you. Coming into next interval, just mentally getting prepared for it. We're going to do lateral raises. Okay, so because I've got 5-pound weights that I'm using for that, I don't really want to be doing both arms at the same time. So we're just going to alternate side to side, right and left. Just about 15 seconds to go here. So start thinking about making that switch to toning. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, elbows at 90 degrees. Goes my water bottle. And we're going to lift right and left, right and left. You want to keep a nice long neck here. So this is one of those exercises. If the shoulders are a little weak, the neck likes to come in and try to assist and help out. Problem with that is then our neck hurts for the rest of the day. Okay, so think about keeping your neck long, just using your shoulders. Okay, and if you need to, just modify. Okay, so maybe you don't lift up as high, or maybe you don't do quite so many repetitions, taking a little break. Last one on each side. And then back to our march or jog. All right, so again, thinking about next toning interval coming up, we're going to do the lateral raise again, but this time we're going to add on a little press forward. So the shoulder's going to come up, and then we're going to do a reach out, in, and back down. 15 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to lift, press, in, and down. Up, press, in, and down. Exhale with the work. Inhale down. So thinking about that long neck again. Now that arm is up at shoulder height even longer. So we're going to have more of a tendency to try to use the neck. Okay, so keep the shoulders down low. If you need to make it smaller, make it smaller. If you need to use lighter weights, use lighter weights. And if you need to take a break, take a break. And last one. All right, switching back, right back into our cardio, march or jog. All right, for our next interval, because I've gone heavy this time, I'm going to go with just one weight because we're going to work triceps. Okay, so probably not going to do double weight overhead, um, especially because most of us, our backside is a little bit weaker than the front side. So triceps tend to be a little weaker than biceps are. So good to start off with lighter weight. And hey, if you want to go heavier, both of them, or if you've got lighter weights and you want to do both, that's perfectly okay as well. All right, 10 seconds here. And we're back to our strength and toning. 3, 2, and 1. So I'm going to hold my 1 5-pound weight in both hands, point my elbows up, and come up slow, down slow, up, squeeze, and lower, up, squeeze, and lower. So even if you have no weight, think about really extending and activating that tricep at the top of this extension. Up, squeeze, and lower, up, squeeze, and lower. Just one more. Up, squeeze, and lower. All right. Back to our march or jog. With our next toning interval, we're going to do the tricep extensions again. We're just going to go a little bit faster with them. So that was kind of like a slow up, up, down, down. This time, we're just going to go for squeeze and lower, squeeze and lower. 30 seconds. We're almost halfway through this workout already. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm grabbing just one weight again, taking that in both hands, and come up, and down, up and down. Squeeze, relax. Remember, always use your breath to help. Exhale with your exertion, inhale back. We're getting a lot more repetitions this time. 15 seconds to go. Last 10 seconds. I think we can get one more here. Extend and lower. All right, back to our march or jog. All right, for our next toning interval, we're going to come back to the front side. You're going to take arms down by your side, and we're just going to do a forward lift, side to side, right and left. 30 seconds to go. 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, alternating sides, right and left, right and left. Okay, so once again, think about that long neck. Whenever we use the shoulder, we want to make sure it's just the shoulder or shoulder and back, never the neck, right and left, right and left, right and left, right and left. And one more on each side. Back to our cardio. Walk or jog. All right, for the next toning interval, we're going to go back to using just one weight. Okay, we're going to take that weight in both hands, this time in front of us, and we're going to do that raise again, but this time we're going to come up a little higher using both hands. Doing good, everybody. We're over halfway through the workout. I don't know about you, but I think the intervals make the time go by faster. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab one weight, or if you're using light weights, you can do both. And we lift and lower, lift and lower. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 20 seconds to go. 10 seconds left. One more. All right, back to cardio and walk or jog. All right, as we go into our next series of toning intervals, we're going to hit the backside. Okay, so we're going to start off again, just one weight. We're going to take a step forward with one foot, brace ourselves, and we're going to take an arm out wide, working into the back shoulder. Okay, so we'll do one interval on one side. Next interval is going to be on the other side. 20 seconds to go. And just 10 more seconds. Get ready to grab that one weight if you're switching. Okay, doesn't matter what side you start on. I'm going to take this foot forward, breathe in, little bend in the elbow, and come out wide. Make sure as you do this, your navel is pulling in toward your spine. Okay, you want to use a nice, strong core protecting your lower back. Remember, it's better to go slow and use good form than to try to do too much and get sloppy with it. 20 seconds left. Last 10 seconds. I think we can do two more. Last one. All right, cardio interval. We walk or jog. Okay, so of course, for our next toning interval, we're going to do that same thing, just switching to the other side. Okay, and just as a reminder, also get water whenever you need it. It's a lot of switching weights here, so you can even pause the video, grab a sip of water, start it back up again. 20 seconds left. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, one weight, and we're working opposite side. We lift and lower. Exhale, exhale. Okay, remember, make sure your navel's pulling inward toward your spine, that your back is well braced and protected. 20 seconds left. These are challenging, especially with heavier weight. One more. Perfect. Switch back. Cardio interval. Walk or jog. All right, for the next interval, we're going to come back into the same stance, but we're going to use both weights and we're going to row. Okay, we'll do a couple of variations of that. 25 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds to go. Ready to switch. Remember, we're grabbing two weights this time. Okay, grab the weights. We're going to come back into the same stance we used last time, and you're going to keep your elbows close, lift up and down, up and down. Okay, so remember that navel pulling in toward the spine, always protecting the back. We lift, lower, lift, lower. Last 10 seconds. One more row. All right, switch back. Cardio interval, walk or jog. All right, next interval, you're going to switch that lead foot with the stance. We're going to do rows again. This time, instead of having the elbows come in toward the body, we're going to have elbows rotating out. So it's a little more challenging than elbows close because we're creating a little longer lever away from the body, but it's not going to be as intense as when we had that long arm and we were doing that lift away when we isolated each side. 15 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm going to change my lead foot. Knees over ankle, core is engaged. We take elbows wide. Lift and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. So the work for this should come right in between the shoulder blades. This is those muscles in our backside that kind of get weak and stretched out when we do a lot of sitting or rounding our shoulders forward. So this is a great exercise to strengthen the upper mid back, and that helps our posture, sitting and standing straight and tall. Last 10 seconds. And cardio interval. Okay, so for our next strength interval, we're going to combine those last two rows. Okay, so we're just going to alternate between elbows in and then elbows out. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Okay, switch your lead foot again. And we row in, row out, in, and out. Okay, we're almost done with our workout, by the way. This is our last interval. Okay, and at the end of this, we're just going to come into a quick little cool down and stretch. Row in, row out, in, and out. Remember that long neck. In and out. Okay, so when we're done with this, we're going to set the weights down for good and out. Perfect. Okay, so no weights required here. We're going to do a little cool down and stretch. So for everyone, we're just going to do a march here, all done with the jog if we were taking that option. Okay, and just like we started off our workout, we're going to take a breath up, exhale down, breathe up and down. Inhale and exhale. Hold the march, reach the arms back. You can keep hands apart or bring them together. And you want to pull down, lift the chin, maybe even just one little inch. And you're going to stretch the chest. And then you're going to swing your arms around in front, lace them together. Imagine you were hugging a big giant beach ball or a stability ball. You're going to keep that shape of the arms and round your shoulders forward a little bit. We're going to stretch those muscles right in between the shoulders that we just worked out with all that rowing. And then we're going to do a little reach up, circle back, reach up, circle back. One more. Perfect. You did it. You made it to the end. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you need a little bit longer cool down, please hold the march a little bit longer. You want to do that until you can comfortably say a few sentences without gasping for breath. Thanks again, everyone. I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.